And before we start today's class, some slides. That's very important, and that is related to your current pandemic. Okay, just a minute. Let me share my screen. Then we will start discussion the question paper. The rest of the last question we have not discussed. So my screen is visible, beta? Class 10? Is it visible?
No, sir.
Okay. Must be coming, beta.
No.
Now see, and please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Now see, go through the slides in very
Yes, sir.
short, then we will start the class. These things everybody knows. These are the tips to wash your hands, cover coughs and sneeze, and the fact about the COVID-19 virus, how to best protect yourself from the new coronavirus infection. These are the basic things which you must have, using these things. Wash your hand frequently, wear face mask, avoid contact with sick people. Okay, so now now we will discuss the question paper. So the last question was the Capricorn number. That was last question number 9 or 8. In that the question was write a menu driven program and check whether it is Capricorn number or not. And the second choice was the GCD of number using the long division method. Right? This was the basic question. So now see, after that Jayesh, are you there, beta? Jayesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after explaining this question, beta, we will
Yes, sir.
discuss the wrapper class. Okay. So now see, the question I am not writing in the menu driven. I am doing the separate program. So like write a program to enter a number and check if it is Capricorn or not. What are Capricorn number? Just try to understand here. So suppose the number you have entered 9, one digit number. So first of all we will find its square. In the example I have shown you here 81. Then after we will see this square is coming in even digit. Please pay attention here. This square is coming in even number of digits like 2 digit. So what you will do? You will divide in the equal part. So you will divide the number in 8 and 1. Then you will add them. Then you are getting the actual number, that is 9. Now see one more example. Suppose you have entered 297. So this time again we are doing the square. But in this after getting this square, see, in this square there are 5 digits. 5 number of digits are there. That means you will first of all you will count if it is odd. What you will do? You will extract the last 3 digit and the first 2 digit. Means the number of digit upon 2 plus 1 in case of odd. Else number of digit upon 2. So like that you will get these two parts, and then the addition is coming this, and if this addition and the actual number is same, the number is Capricorn, else not. Okay, so let me show you the program here. I think this is visible for everybody, right?
Yes, sir.
So first of all we will create a object that everybody knows. These are the basic things. Then we will declare some variable like n, some more variables maybe it is required, that we will declare later. After that, enter, we are giving a message, enter any number, any positive number we are supposed to enter here. So that number we are storing in n equals to ob dot next int. After that, what you will do, now we need to find the square. For finding the square, there are so many methods, but I am using this simple because we can use this method in this program, n comma 2. Now after that, what we are supposed to do, see, we will make a dummy of k. So in p we can store that. This is a simple dummy. The square we are storing in two variables, one is p and one is k. After that, we will find the number of digit. So for that we can use this. I hope till here I am clear, very much clear, right? So now see, what I am going to do. One more thing, if c mod 2 equals to 0, so if the number of digits are even, then what we are going to do, c equals to c upon 2, else. So why I am doing this, that I will show you. So ultimately, see here in the example, so suppose you are having the square 88209. So the number of digits you are getting here, c is 5. So 5 mod 2 equals to not equals to 0. So the else will execute, means this part will execute. So what is happening in this part? So first of all, 5 upon 2 you are getting 2, that's the whole number, then plus 1, so ultimately you are getting 3. So now after that, what you will do, you will find 10 to the power 3, that is 1000. See, this is the very easy working I am telling you. No need to use any for loop, all these things. Simple extraction is required, and this type of question we have already done in class 9th also. So now after getting this 1000, if you will divide this number by 1000, so the quotient you will get 88 and the remainder you will get this. After that, we will add these two things, then we will put a condition on the n, and if it is same, then the actual number is Capricorn, else not. The same thing I am going to do. So now a equals to, the square I have stored in k. So now k upon, before that we are supposed to like power. Again I am using this 10 to the power c. Whatever the condition, according to that you can easily find out. So a equals to the square upon the power, and b equals to k mod power. So in b, a you are getting the quotient, means 88, and in b you are getting 209, right? After that, just put the condition if a plus b equals to the number itself, then what you are printing? I hope I am clear, everybody. Now let me show you the output.
Sir, in else it should be not carpenter.
Yes, sorry, by mistake I have copied and pasted, है ना? I will write it now, don't worry. It's taking time, beta, don't worry, it will come. Okay, so now the output. Suppose you have entered 297. So now this is the Capricorn number, right? And now again one more time. Suppose this is 296. So this time you will get not Capricorn. Is that clear, everyone? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Good.
No, sir.
So should I discuss the long division method also? This for the second choice. Now see, the second choice I will explain here. I will not show the program, or should I? Tell me. Bachcho,
No, sir. Sir, it was easy, sir.
it was easy, right? So now for that I can explain here. Suppose two numbers you have entered. Now see, this is the first number and this is the second number. Now one more variable is required for storing the remainder, that we are initializing with 1. So now the long division method, everybody knows, whatever value you have entered doesn't matter. You can enter the smaller in A or larger in A, doesn't matter. So in any sequence you can enter the value. The basic working I am telling here. So first of all, see, the initial value of R is 1. So now this loop will execute until unless R is not getting 0. After that, what you will do? A mod I B means this mod this. And now after that, see the basic working I am showing you in the table form. Number of times I have explained. Again I am explaining, and this we have done in class 9th also. Suppose the number you have entered 6 and here it is 4. So first of all the loop will execute. So A mod B, that is 6 mod 4. So the remainder will come 2. So now in the next step what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to shift the value of B into A. So A becomes 4 and this R B becomes the R. For that what you will write? A equals to B. Simple. And then B equals to R. Now see, so this A becomes 4 and this B becomes 2 and R is still 2. So from here your control moves here. So 2 is not equals to 0? No, we are coming inside. So what will happen again? So 4 mod 2, this time R is coming 0. So what will happen now? Again the next line will execute, that is A becomes B. A becomes B, that is 2. And the B becomes 0. So after this loop and R is remains 0. So R is not equals to 0? No, it is equals to. So now the loop will not execute. So if you are printing after this loop B or R, so that is wrong, because in both cases the output will be 0 and you want the SCF. So what we are supposed to print? We are supposed to print this A. So this will be the correct answer. This is the problem which many of you, students do these things, these mistakes. Am I clear, everyone? Is it clear? The GCD? Okay. So I am going to rub this.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
So now, what we are going to discuss now? Wrapper class. Basically this wrapper class, see, some of you were telling कि I have not discussed. Okay, I accept it. But I am telling you बच्चों कि out of 50 students means your section C and F, everybody has done this correct. Everybody. The Rapa class exists in Lang package. या Lang package ही होता है basically, right? So now what are Rapa class? That again we will discuss. Maybe by mistake I have skipped, but this, see, out of 100 marks question paper in boards, at least of 2 marks question you will get from the things maybe the teacher has not discussed. So in that case you need to show your logic, your implementation, your logical ability is required. So this is that kind of question. The wrapper class, basically what does this wrapper class? The wrapper class are used to convert. See, usually sometimes we use this. Integer dot parse int. So this is a simple statement which I will discuss later also. Now see, so what are wrapper class? The wrapper class are the classes which is used to convert your object value into the respective data type. So now in other words you can say the wrapper class are used to convert something, convert object into a particular data type and vice versa. So थोड़ा सा मैं इसको चेंज कर रहा हूँ. Now see, आपने लिखा integer dot parse int ob dot read line int a equals to. So now see, basically this is a wrapper class and this is a method of this wrapper class, and now this is, what is this? Basically we have used ob dot next line, next int, next float. So what is all this happening? So and what I have written, these two are the very basic things, please try to understand. See, in Java for inputting we can use so many package. Out of this, one package is your util package. In that util, the scanner class is present, that everybody knows. The scanner class is used to take input from the keyboard, and for that we need to add a package. Which package? The util package. That's very, very important. And now, just like a util package, there are more packages available in Java which is used to take input. That is your IO package. Basically before util everybody was, in Java we were using the IO package. Why IO package? Because this IO package is having so many additional libraries, methods, you can say in short, which is used to take input in so many ways. See, in Java the input, whatever input you are taking, that take in terms of string only. That everybody knows. In terms of string only, means this ob dot, there are two packages, the IO package and the util package. Util everybody knows. Under this util we are having the scanner class, which is used to take input from the keyboard. One more package is available, that is IO. Under this IO package we are having the buffered reader class, which is very strong class to take input. But but for this we need to write, very long statement to create a object of this buffer reader class. So in short we can say this wrapper class is available in the lang package, and this lang package is by default available in all the Java program. So now the wrapper class are used to convert object, means this value ob.readLine, or you can say ob.nextLine. Basically in scanner, please try to understand here, scanner whatever input you are taking as a tokens, and that tokens we store in a respective data type. Means token means here the particular thing, means int. So directly we can store this int, next int. With the help of next int method, directly we can store that token in a respective data type. So there is no concept of wrapper class in a scanner class. The concept comes in IO package, means in this buffer reader class. When you are taking the input from the buffer reader. Basically in this buffer reader there are so many input statements available to take input of that particular type. And when you are using buffer reader, that means the input, whatever input you are taking, that you are taking in terms of string only. If you know the buffer reader, that means you must understand this, whatever input you are taking using the buffer reader class, that we are taking in terms of string. So now the concept is coming of the wrapper class under this buffer reader class. Once you are taking the input in terms of string, so that string we are supposed to store in an integer variable, or maybe in a double type variable. So for that the wrapper class concept comes. So the wrapper class concept is used to convert string value, means the object. See, whatever value you are storing in string, that comes in a object form. So that string value we are converting into the respective data type with the help of wrapper class method. The method name is parse int. So like this we are having parse float also, parse double also, parse short also, so many जितने डेटा टाइप्स हैं सारे आपके पास अवेलेबल, राइट? Am I clear everyone? The basic difference, this is the basic difference. So the wrapper class, always the wrapper class starts with a capital alphabet, like in integer I capital, in double like this the wrapper class is double, character like
Sir,
yes beta, speak up.
sir, in this from this method, we can convert only from string or from character also.
No, only from string. See, using buffer reader class, if you are taking input from the keyboard, or everything you are taking as a string. Character के लिए you are having the separate working beta. Okay? For that we are not having. We are having the specific statement. Like in scanner class also, you were having the we were using the next and next line. Then we were extracting the single character. So in the buffer reader also we are having the specific things, not the wrapper class for this. Okay? Directly we can't take. And which one is left? Float. So these are the examples of the wrapper class. So these are the wrapper class, which is used to convert your object into the respective data type and vice versa. Means अगर इसे दोबारा से आपको string में convert करना है, then again you need to use the wrapper class. Is that clear everyone? This is the basic difference, basic definition of the wrapper class, which is used to convert object into a respective data type and vice versa. Getting? Here the wrapper class always starts with the capital alphabet like float, integer, double, character, boolean, short, byte. And now each method each wrapper class is having the method parse. Parse int, it is used to convert what? The string into the integer data type. So this parse int, parse float, for parse double, parse character, parse boolean, parse short, parse byte. These methods available in a particular respective wrapper class only. Am I clear, everyone? I hope this one is clear, right? And the input, how to take input using the buffer reader, that I will show you. For that, some additional things we need to write, like say here. So instead of util, we are supposed to write this package. Then after buffer reader, like ob equals to new buffer reader new this is the statement which you are supposed to write. This single statement you can break in two separate statement also. So now this is the simple statement. In util you were writing scanner as ob equals to new scanner system.in. So here also, instead of that, we are supposed to write this whole statement, and this is a lengthy statement, but this is in scanner we were having some limitation. So here, using this ob, you can take any kind of input, whether it is integer, whether it is string, whether it is double, whether it is boolean, whatever. And in scanner we were having some limitation. If you want to enter a string and integer using the single object of scanner, so that was not possible, but here it is possible. Okay beta, there is no need to create multiple object of buffer reader once you are using buffer reader and IO package. So now, this is a system device, and for this accessing system device, we are having a sub method under this buffer reader method class. So the class name is here is input stream reader. So what we are doing, we are creating a stream for inputting from the keyboard, and that method is available under this buffer reader class. So buffer is a memory space in the computer in which this ob allots some specific memory, and from that ob we are reading the value. So means while reading the value in this ob, we are storing those values like this, and then from there we are converting that particular value in a respective data type with the help of this wrapper class. I hope this one is clear, everyone. Am I? Jayesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now the wrapper class finish. The lang package also I have discussed.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
sir, can you please give an example of parse boolean?
Yes, beta. Kasaudan.
Sir, can you please give an yes, sir. Sir, can you please give an example of parse boolean?
Beta, as you know, the boolean type value, let's understand this. So the example what I have told, like parse float, parse int, that method is available,
Yes.
but can't take the input of true and false. Then what you will do? This we use in the implementation. When you wanted to convert the string value, the string data type, into a boolean type variable. In that case only we use this wrapper class. Okay? We can't take input of boolean value, true and false.
Okay, sir.
Got it? Any other doubt?
Yes, sir.
What? Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Sure?
I said no, sir.
Any other doubt? Anybody?
No, sir.
Okay, that's good. So beta, the time is up. So the rest of the things, the new things, we will start from the new class. Okay, I hope these things today many of you clear, especially the Capricorn number. That was very easy program and nobody has done the correct solution. जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, nobody has done that question correctly. And if you have done correctly, so very complicated logic you have used. So please try to avoid using the complicated logic. This is my request, बच्चों. Okay. So with this, I am closing the ending the class. The next class, we will start the instance, the constructor, the new topic. So do not miss the upcoming class. Today only 39 of you have joined, 39 or 41. So with this, I am closing, ending the class. Thank you so much, everybody.